Okay, and I think I'm live. Yeah. Learn more guidelines, whatever. Can you go away now? I think I'm live. Am I live? I gotta go back over here. I gotta announce. I've got to announce when I'm live. Here we go. This is it. Here. So where is? I wish. You know what? I'm going to go to my stream now, really quick. I'm going to find it and I'm going to do the announcing. Okay, so there it is. If I hit this, what am I seeing here? Am I seeing just blackness? If I go to the stream, the actual live itself, okay, I am seeing Godot. I mean,
now really quick.
yeah, that's great. Okay, learn more tests and that. My own chat here. Okay, good. It is showing up there. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so if I share, I want to copy the link, and I'm going to start with Facebook.
Okay,
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this guy first.
Okay, learn more tests and that.
Oh crap! I can hear myself in my own stream. Okay, good. It is showing up there. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So if I share, I want to copy the link. Mute. So sorry about that. My audio is set up all wrong here too. Let me fix that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Now this should do right? That's good. That's good. Okay. Not that it matters what I'm hearing, but I want to be able to hear things. Okay. So back to Facebook. And then we go there like that. And that is the stream itself. Okay. I think that's good. We are live here. Public, publish now, post. Okay. Will Blue Sky do it for me? That is too long for Blue Sky. We're making one. Okay. I need too many letters. Okay. So we get rid of that. That's not going to work. Okay. Okay. Can you please take the below text and make it work for Sky / Twitter? Okay. Okay. That should do. Let's see. Twitter. Okay. Be that. Kill that. Go here. That is still much too long. That is still 100 for that. Is still 156 characters too long for Blue Sky. See if I get rid of you. That's still too much. Oh wait, hold on. I see part of the problem here. To delete that. Delete that. Okay. Copy. Do that. Swapping gameplay for Game Dave. I'm live on YouTube making Xeno. Okay, that works. I think that works. So we're just going to go ahead and post it. We're going to do the same over here. We're going to post it. And that has a few extra characters there. We'll see what happens. I don't know if anybody's even going to show up or not. Actually, yeah, nobody's going to show up. Who am I kidding? Oh, and last but not least, I need to go back over here and put this in Discord. Can't forget to announce this in Discord. Oh, there is way too many new lines in this. Hi, hey at everyone. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm going to be streaming live on YouTube, but instead of playing a game, I'll be making one. Scenes magic, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and that should work. Hopefully that's the right thing. So we just do boop. And that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, okay. So that's that. That's this. I've announced everywhere. Right? I got that. Oh, I need to add the link to the stream into the post. This is all part of things, you know? Okay, my YouTube channel. No, go away. Okay. We will space, period like that, and we will link, link this, tab insert, backspace that one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to undo that completely. I'm going to stream my development session is what I'm going to link to. Tab. Okay. Oh, and a space. Is that good? Okay. Save. All right. Let's see who shows up here. If anybody does, I don't even know. I'm done on the Blue Sky. I don't have anybody there. Wait, did I just see something interesting? Did Blue Sky have a notification? I have a notification. Oh, look at that. Somebody has already reposted this. That's great. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Indie Dev Bot. I appreciate you over on Blue Sky. I hope I get maybe one viewer um, based off of stuff. We'll see. Okay, I got my stream up. Everything over there. I can close X. Screw X. I'm I don't want to use it. I don't use it, but anyway, sorry. We're not going there. I have announced on Facebook. We're good there. We are live on the video itself. Everything looks good there. Oh, playlists. This is going to go streams. What are we doing? Project ideas, maybe? No, that's not one. I guess it's just going to be streams. There's no development stream? There's a learning Unity stream, but okay. What else we got here? This stream contains paid promotion? No. Do any of the following makes a real person appear say no? Alters footage? No. Generates realistic scene? No. We're not doing any of that. Allow automatic chaptering. Tags. Okay. Tags. Indie dev, solo dev, development, Gemini, vibe coding, English title, whatever, science and technology. Okay, game development, just indie, chill. What else goes in here? I don't know. Let's ask Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Okay, next, can you suggest more tags to add to my YouTube stream? Here is what I have so far. Copy, paste. Let's see. None of the game theme stuff matters at this point. Coding. Yeah, let's go coding. I have Godot programming. I'll go with that. Devlog? Sure, why not? Live dev? Live dev. Indie game. Gaming. Game. I mean, I'll use that name as a tag there too. Okay, that's good. And now that should be everything. Save those changes. Good, good. Okay, so now I think we can finally actually get to work here. Okay, perfect. So we are going to start a new chat with Gemini, and I would like your help building out a new resource definition for my Godot game. Hey Google, set a timer for 5 minutes. Might have let this go for too long. I haven't heard her respond. Did she respond? No, she didn't. Hey, Google, how long timer? She doesn't listening to me. She was not listening to me. Okay. So I feel like this may have gone on for too long already. I don't know. How long have I been? How long have I by bleh, how long have I been live? Does it tell me anywhere at all? Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. 10 minutes. Oh yeah, yeah. This has been way too long. I will let it sit for a minute here and hope everything's okay. I don't think I burned it. So that's good. But it's breakfast. So sorry. It's a special day, sort of. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So that's breakfast. It will be yummy. It's tasty, tasty oatmeal. I hope my audio is not bad too. Oh, whatever. We'll get there. This is. I'm just. I'm just a guy trying. I'm just a guy trying. Simple as that. Okay. Let's get to it. All right. Read it. So. I already have a few other resource definitions made. I would like the new resource definition to match the existing ones and work in a similar fashion. Please take a look at the attached files to see how the existing resources are built for reference. Okay, so to do this, I go into Notepad here. Check this out. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I got to do this differently here. Where is my power tool? Okay, power toys. Let's go in here to my fancy zones, and I want to launch the layout editor. Have you ever used this thing? This is kind of cool. So over here, we're on number 1. Oh, I thought, what? It has priority grid already. Oh, you know what? I bet you what was happening was something else, like it defaults to a fancy zone somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. Come back here, Godot. Oh, Godot. Okay, not Godot. Gemini. Godot is over here. Okay, so we can do that and then this. So what I do is I take my existing definition. Like I will go here. I've got things open. Let's go to like the cutscene definition. This is one we're going to be working on today. The cutscene definition. It does not exist yet. But okay, dialogue definition. This is one of them. So I take it and I have a text file because I cannot feed GD files. Effect cannot feed GD files into Gemini. I can feed text files and JSON files and yada yada yada, but you give it a GD file and it's like, nope, I don't like that file type because it can execute in my memory and break me. So yeah, I take the files that I want to feed Gemini and I save them as a text file. And then I just go and I find those, and they're all in my downloads folder, and bam, they're just right there. Voila. Okay, so let's. I have not given you any information yet regarding the new resource definition though. Resource definition. Yet we will get to that in a moment. Let me get back over here in a moment. We will get to that in a moment. Because first I want to make sure you understand what will be done. Any questions? Questions you need to clarify that do not relate. Okay, let's go there. See what it says. For that. Viewers, no viewers. Okay, this is a great approach. Thanks for the existing resources. I've reviewed them. From what I can see, the resources allows okay, all set resources. Each has a string, is unique identifier. They use export for all property structure and structure solid. Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent. Glad you're with me so far. I treat the AI like a person. I talk to it like one just because that's how I feel like talking. So, next up, we have to go in here, and do I already have cutscene? I do not, so I need a new file here, and we're going to actually take the cutscene itself. Where is my cutscenes? Cut. Prologue. Okay. And this is just prologue. Prologue.txt. Okay. All right. Okay. What we're doing is refactoring the way cutscenes work in my game. Right now, they are hard coded into a template script, but I want to extract that data structure to build this new cutscene definition resource. The existing structure will not quite fit into the expected structure of this new resource definition because because of the way it's built. It's built. Okay. So we're going to give it the file, right? The prologue, and then we're going to look at prologue over here and see what exactly. Okay, so in the attached, it's built in the attached script, you will see a variable called boop that is the current definition of my cutscene source. That represents a single cutscene. This one is the prologue cutscene. Okay. What else do I need to tell it here? I need to give it proper instruction. That's the big important thing when it comes to coding like this. Is sometimes you have to tell it to ask you questions because it won't unless you tell it to. And it makes these assumptions about everything, and they're always wrong. Okay. So, what you see? A single cutscene, which is comprised of multiple cutscene frames. So in this one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. frames. In this script, there are 5 frames, but there is no limit number of frames allowed. Could even be a single frame. Okay. I am also going to give you, you know what? I am going to give this the actual cutscene player too. Do I have? I do not. Okay, so that'll be a whole new script too. Just because I feel like without the cutscene player, okay. Cutscene player. Okay, so we're gonna feed it the cutscene player. I am also attaching the cutscene player script for reference. So you can see how it uses how the data itself is used. We will end up making some changes to this definition once it's built out. You know what? I'm going to leave that out. We're not going to tell it that. So, do please ask me questions to. Okay. Do you require any more information to accomplish the task? I'm going to hit this canvas button, right? Because we need the canvas. Because without the canvas, Gemini breaks. I don't know why, but it breaks. While we wait for it to think, I chew on my food. Okay. So let's take a look. ID string. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll go with a name. That makes sense. Okay, description. I don't think I like having a description. That's not something that exists currently in the prologue, right? We have, yeah, and then inside of this sequence. So shouldn't we? Huh. Okay, I guess that's fine. If we just simply using a dictionary in there, that I guess that's simple. Huh. Okay, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. So let's just copy that. Let's just drop it in there and let's see how she looks. Resource cutscene definition. Okay. All right, and let's run the project and see if everything loads with that in there. Make sure it doesn't break anything. What was that? Hold on. I'm not liking that. We're playing and then we're resetting. Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Cause okay, whatever. I need to add an issue. Let's raise an issue since we're here. Where's my get? Get. Okay, issue, new issue. Startup? I don't know. Music loads twice. The loading of the main menu fires initial background music. See, I'm typing up my issue over here. Background music, and then swaps to the loading and back to main menu, which then restarts the background music. Music probably due to firing the command again. Notes. Probably need to modify the audio manager. manager to account for moving the same playlist twice. Okay, got the issue raised. So here we go. We're in here. We're loading our game. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Sorry if the sound is... Actually, you know, that's a good question. Let's see. What does the streaming software think about the sound? Oh, yeah, it's a little loud. Let me turn that down a bit, maybe to there, hopefully? I gotta figure this part out, too. That's wrong. What is that? Oh, I don't know. I gotta figure all this thing out. Uh-oh. Oh. What am I getting stuck on? I don't know. My building is bad. I mean, I've got the basic functionality, but again, it's all this is about. It's work in progress. Actually, you know what? I don't think I ever tested this like I should have. Let's see. Man, these sounds are loud in my head, too. Let's turn that volume down a bit. There we go. Okay. I don't think that's close enough to this for me to reach it through the wall, is it? No. I gotta test to make sure my ray tracing stuff is actually working there. Anyway, let's save the game and let's quit. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so with that, okay, next up, like to transfer that existing data, the prologue cutscene. Excuse me. Oh my, the prologue cutscene. Cutscene into this format via JSON. I'm attaching my other resources JSON files for reference. Okay. So let's go in here and we have our data. We're going to open in File Manager, please. Okay, you know what? We're not going to do it that way. We're going to just take them from here. Going into the project itself. Where is my project? Godot, project, Xeno, data, dialog, boop. And I hate having to do all these at once, or one at a time, but that's fine. Effects. I think I made a boo-boo there, but that's fine. You didn't need to see all of my resource definitions. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, can you please assist me by generating a JSON file for my cutscene definition. Oh, I realize I made a slight mistake. Oh no. Okay, it is cutscene definition. Cutscene. Okay, perfect. That's fine. For my cutscene definition. Okay, let's rock and roll, baby. You got this. Okay. What in the world? That is no. What do you do? What are you doing? I wanted you to take the data from prologue as defined. What is this thing? What this is so stupid. As defined in the variable voop and output it into a JSON file that matches the format of the cutscene definition you just created while using the other JSON files I supplied as reference. What in the world? Where is it getting this stuff? Like, come on. What is it doing? No, where did you get this data? This is all. Where did you get this data? Okay, whatever. Okay, you're broken. You're broken already. I'm starting a new window now. Where did he even pull this stuff? Like, okay. I'm very sorry for the confusion you under to clarify. No, you didn't. None of this. You awakened to the gentle hum of that. That does not exist here. There is no dialogue text. Like, what? Text content? It's called dialogue text. Okay. Anyway, this is the problem with vibe coding. Okay. I would like your help extracting some data from a script into a JSON file. JSON file. Okay. So what do we start with? We start by, okay. I would like the data from prologue. The prologue variable. Whoop. Cutscene sequence data transposed into the structure defined cutscene definition, right? Defined by the cutscene definition in a JSON file that I can later load into that resource definition. From a GD script. Gotta be precise. Gotta be precise. Anybody saying anything over here? Nothing on the. Nobody talking, nothing. Nobody's interested. Ain't nobody coming. Okay. Go to that resource definition. Okay, so for here, we go downloads. Prologue. I never actually took a text copy of my cutscene definition, right? Okay. Okay, so let me actually, let's make sure that I'm doing this right too. Okay, this is cutscene definition. Okay, let's actually look, and I didn't look closely enough at this, I think. So let's actually compare the cutscene definition to the data in here. So music track. Why is music track not included in here? Dialogue text. What in the world? Why is this all wrong? Why would okay. Music track. Okay, I should have paid more attention. It totally did it wrong. Man, anyway. So let's see what we got. This is the problem with vibe coding. Very frustrating stuff. Where was I? Okay. 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 Cutscene sequence data. An array where each dude represents a single frame or step in the cutscene. That's good. So first we have music track. Okay, so let's take you and let's move you. You know what? I want to go. Let's go to Power Toys again. I need to change this. I want columns, but I want new layout. I want grid. Let's go grid. I want. I don't want two. Is there a way to get rid of two? No. Um, cancel. How? What? Okay, so I create new layout, grid, create, shift for vertical. Mergely click and drag across zones. Click and drag. Ah! Oh, merge. Okay, perfect. There we go. And I just want it, I want it 50-50. Like, why is that so hard? I mean, why am I doing this? I don't even need fancy zones for this. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try again. Let's go here. You. I want the standard Windows. Okay, maybe if I turn off. Okay, so Windows Shift disable, right? Oh no. Okay. You know what? Let's just how do I turn it off? Let's turn it off. And let's go back to the standard Windows way of doing things like that. I don't need fancy zones for this. Okay. So we have, oh, this is still not quite right. I don't understand why that makes that little overlap in the middle when it's supposed to be half and half. Like, what the hell? Okay, that's better. Okay, I see. It has to do with Godot itself. Godot. I don't like Godot. I say Godot. Do you say Godot? I say Godot. Okay. So this is so we've got music track. Start there. Hashtag. String, and it is path string. Path to background music. Um, and then dialogue text. Why did it say text content? And then character name, not speaker name. What in the world? And then we have background image path. Path, and it's again string. Okay, so we'll follow this. Okay. Okay, here we go. The main text for dialogue or narration, character name. Oh, come on. Can I get rid of that? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's so much better. A floating script editor. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Background image path. Path to required. Okay. You know what? Let's make sure all of this is right. Okay, so we have nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. The main text, the main text, and this is going to be localization key. Just so I know these things. Okay. Character name, right? We have character name. That's easy enough. Speaker portrait. Do we character name? Background. We don't have speaker portrait. This is wait, didn't I just put speaker portrait in? No, I just moved this. Okay, so let's just start from that. Music track. We got music track. Dialogue text. We got dialogue text. Character name. We got character name. We have this guy, which goes after character name, and then here. Okay, so we're just gonna keep those down there for now. And then we have animation on self, right? Self string, and we'll just say here. Oh wait, I messed up background. It should be background image path. And this is the res path required just for fun. Oh, required. Uh, required. You know what? Let's just do that because why not? Okay. Animation on self. Animation name for this scene's cut auto animation player. So this is going to change. Background player background animation. This one's a new one. We go here. This is what it was supposed to do for me. This is why I asked Godot, Gemini to do it, and it did it all wrong. Right? Player background animation. Player background animation. String. You know what? I wanna yell at Godot. Oh my god, we can't. You know what? You know what? We're gonna start this whole thing over. Wow. Yeah, let's go back here. So it turns out. So I realize. Okay. Nope. I realize now that the real problem, very beginning. Didn't even build out the resource definition. Correct information. Then you non-existent. Existent keys in the dictionary, their description, and left out a lot of the ones that existed in the prologue. Let's see what it says about this. You are absolutely right. Let's see. Did it text? It's still wrong. Like look at this dialogue text. Like you still can't get it right. Like I don't. You still can't seem to get it right. Right. There is no text content. It should be dialogue text. Dialogue text. There's no background. It should be, right? Like what is this? What are you doing? Where are you finding this information? Should be background image path. Where did you come up with this stuff? It's all wrong. And it's still, yeah, okay. Maybe. Ooh, is that all of it? Maybe this is it. Okay, let's take a look. So we have music track, like, and you know, it's still wrong. You're leaving out like music track. Like what the hell? We have dialogue text, character name. It's not we have character name, not speaker name. You're leaving stuff out and getting them wrong still. It's character name. You know what? It's probably gonna be easier, not speaker name. Speaker name. Look at cutscene sequence data in prologue. Each dictionary key should be represented in the dictionary description, description, and nothing and only the stuff in prologue should be there. Let's see what it does now. If we give it prologue again, right? Let's go back through and let's make sure that we are feeding it the proper stuff here, just in case I made a mistake, because I am only human. Okay. Look at the cutscene sequence data in prologue. Each dictionary key should be represented in the dictionary description in the resource definitions dictionary description. And only the stuff in prologue should be there. Nothing new or added. Data types should match. Data types should match. And the comments on each, what do you call it? Each entry. Hey, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Glad to see somebody decided to show up. And each entry and the comments in each and the comments in each would say, yeah, data type should match, and the comments in each should be and the description relevant to the comment. Okay, let's see what it does now. Maybe it'll give me the correct information here. I don't want to have to just go through and type one at a time all myself and stuff. Let's see. Okay. Let's take this. Okay. We're going to open a new window for this one for fun. Okay, and then we're going to bring back this. Okay, so let's see. Music. Why is it at the end when it's the first thing here? But that's fine. Music track. Dialogue text. Character name. Background image path. Animation on self. Background. Player background animation. Ugh. You've left out player back. Go. Zoop. Background animation. What else are we missing here? Hide dialog box. Dialog box. What else do you get wrong? Wait for animation end is there. Auto advance time is there. Show character left. Show character right is not there. Character left. Show character right. Left character sprite. Right character sprite shouldn't exist, and it should be character left texture, character right texture. Oh my god. Character right texture. What else are we missing here? Specific scene background. Missing that. What else are we missing here? My god, this is really irritating. Okay. Again, dialogue text, we got that. Character name, right? That is there. Background image path, animation on self. Show character, character. Wait for animation end. Background. Animation on self. Okay, so I think that's right. Let's make sure that we don't have any extras in here now. Dialogue text, we know that is good. Character name is good. Speaker portrait path. Okay, speaker portrait path is not a thing. What is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be. Hold on. Speaker's portrait image. So that should not be speaker portrait path. That should be. Hold on. Okay, advance to next step. Process step data. Character sprite left, character sprite right, specific scene background, animation on self, auto advance. Is it the cutscene player? Oh, I forget how all of this works. Okay, background, stylize. Oh, you know what I need to do too? I need to, let's put this back. Let's go back over here and let's look at what we got. We got outer. So this is this. This is for our dialogue down here. And then everything just kind of goes in this underneath this background, I think, right? And then the rest of it actually takes place in here. I don't see. I also. Speaker. Let's actually look through this. Let's do a control F for speaker. Nothing speaker there. Anything speaker. Just loudspeaker. Okay. I don't see anything in prologue. So why is that in the definition? Okay, what's the next one? What else we got? We got to look through here. So background image path, that's good. Left character sprite, we already addressed left and right character sprite. Animation on player. Self. Animation on player. Animation on self. So animation on player. Hide dialog box. Show character left. Show character. Okay. So we're looking for player background animation. Okay. Left character sprite should exist. Duh. Okay, so boop. Animation on player. Animation on player shouldn't. It should go. Shouldn't exist, and instead you're missing blah 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 blah. Let's see what can it do now. Okay. Can it fix it? Like, come on. This is so stupid. All right, let's take this back into Notepad again. What? I don't understand why it's doing. Oh, I lost you. Never mind. I'll just keep talking to myself. Okay, look at that. Dialogue text, character name, background image path. What is not a specific? Wow. Specific scene background. Oh, never mind. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, add more comment here because screw you. Okay. Specific scene background. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Character left texture, character right texture, show character left, show character right. Hide dialog box. Animation on self. Player background animation. Auto advance time. Wait for animation end. And music track. Okay, so let's go through it again. Music track, dialogue, text, character name, background image path, animation on self. Okay. Player background animation. Hide dialog box. Wait for animation end. Okay, I think we've got it. Auto advance, show character, specific scene background. Okay, I think it finally got it here. Let's go back to our cutscene definition. Save that crap. Oh, okay. Let's get that window back where it belongs. And script. Okay, we good? Hit play. What is that warning at the bottom there? I'll figure it out. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Nothing's crashing yet, so that's good. Okay. Resume. Let's make sure all my buttons work. All right. Okay, we're good so far. Okay, so now, okay. I think I'm just glad it's not like beating itself up anymore. I hate when the AI is like, I'm so sorry, I'm an idiot, I did it all wrong. Okay. So let us do I edit the post? Wow. You know what? Let's start. Let's just edit the post. Can I change the color or the style? Or do I feed it in the middle or add it on the end? Da, 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 da. Okay, updates. Okay, let's just updates. We're going to go ahead and make this okay before the stream. We'll just do that here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's talk to Gemini again here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's open a whole new chat and be like, okay, I'm working on devlog and Lana. Hey, how you doing? I'm not one of those guys that's totally relying on AI. Just to let you know, I'm just doing this because it's so much faster than doing things other ways sometimes. Because the way I learn and code and stuff, it's really hard because I have to constantly go back and look at things and figure things out and remind myself of syntaxes for like every time I reuse a command. So it really helps to use an AI to help write some of the. Oh, and you're gone? Okay, whatever. Anyway, okay, I'm working on devlog, and it's kind of weird. Weird. I wrote it. I wrote it once before I started work, talking about what I was going to do. What I was going to do. Now I'm doing the work, and want to add notes to the devlog as I progress. I feel like I need a header on each section of the log to separate them. The first section. This is what I'm going to do. Section, and the second is going to be a recap, or this is how things went section. I will be updating the second section multiple times as I go. Can you give me some suggestions for headers for each section? All right. The plan. Okay, the plan. I guess I could do the plan. Setting the stage. We're going with that. Setting the stage. Okay. Bam. This guy. Recap and reflection. Okay. Wow. I really felt like creating the resource definition based on existing data was going to be the easy part. I was so wrong. I don't know how, but Gemini decided go off the rails. Off the rails. And didn't all kinds of excessive keys that don't exist while leaving out or renaming others. It wasn't until I had begun building the JSON file itself that I realized how bad everything was. And then trying to have Gemini take existing data and take the existing data that was used to create the definition and feed in build a JSON file was a disaster. It just made everything up. I have no idea how. But I had to chastise it. Oh boy, I guess I need to head up next. The suggestion. The stream's current bit rate. Let's see, Open Studio, what is it saying here? Higher than recommended. That's fine, I don't care. Yes, it's me, you fool. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Back to where we were. Let's see how bad it goes this time. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. We're going to hit save, keep it published, and then we're going to edit the post again because we're going to keep updating this post. Okay. I think you've finally gotten that correct. Let's try the next piece, please. Now, I want you to take the data in Prolog, as defined within cutscene sequence data, and build out a JSON file that can be loaded into the cutscene definition. Please ask me questions to fill in any missing holes in the data. You know what? I'm going to let it do it on its own, and I will just tell it what to correct when it gets it wrong. Okay. Prologue. Prologue. The introduction to the game story. Okay, so here's the thing. Here is the thing. I feel like I don't need a name. And I don't need. I mean, maybe a description. I guess it's. Okay. So. How did you get that completely? I don't understand. Absolutely. Nothing that you put in there in the JSON file is correct. None of the data, none the data that you put in the JSON file is correct. Please try again using Voop from Prologue. Do not make up your own data. Let's give it Prologue again. Okay. Where is it getting this shit? What the hell? The hell? How? Where? None of that. Everything is still wrong. Can you explain? Can you please explain? I mean, it can't. It can't explain. Okay. Let's give it prologue here. Let's tell it what it is. Like, okay, whatever. I'm going to try a new chat because you just keep breaking and you keep hallucinating, right? And you keep making things up. Don't try again. Try again. You failed. Like I need to tell it no. Not factually correct. None of this. This entire chat is just wrong. Like, I understand. I'm deeply sorry for the repeated mistakes, failure to provide you with. Yeah, okay, so let's go back to the beginning. And like this. This is all wrong. Like this wrong. This is the most recent version. But anyway, whatever. It's fine. Okay, let's go to a new chat. Let's go to a new chat. New chat. All right. I'm hoping you can help me where other Gemini chat instances have failed. I have data in a script file called prologue stored in a variable called Voop. Now I want to have transposed into JSON format that can be loaded into my cutscene definition. I realize that the data in okay, so the data itself represents a single, right? Okay, so a single here at our scene definition, a single cutscene, single cutscene, single cutscene, cutscene. Okay, so we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna take this. We're gonna close you because we don't want you anymore. And I need both prologue. Let's make sure that it is the and the definition. Let's take the cutscene definition. Save that. And let's take prologue. Save that. Okay. Both of those. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm hoping you can help with data in GDScript file called prologue stored in a variable called cutscene data. Cutscene. Oh, you know what? That's actually single cutscene. 5 frames. That's it. 5 frames. Wonder if maybe I should do that. Maybe we should add to our cutscene definition frame. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Hashtag space frame description string. Let's make these things. Yeah, that's fine. Frame description. We're gonna add this in here just for fun. Little description of this. Okay, so we'll do that, and we will put that into my cutscene definition there. Okay, take the cutscene definition off and put it back. Okay. And let's use canvas again because that's important. Holy crap. Holy crap. I think we did it. I think we've done it. Okay, so let's go to data. This one gets to go away. Data. Cutscenes. 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 Right? Cutscenes. Yes, no? We good? Oh. I realize. Okay. You kind of left out a huge part of the necessary data to load the JSON into the resource definition. Like, what was it thinking? Like, we need the ID, we need an ID, name and description. Where is the ID? Prologue. Let's go. ID. The prologue. Name. Prologue. Description. What was the description that you gave me previously? See, I think I still have it here. No, I don't have it there. Do I have it? I don't know. Introduction. Right? What else are we missing? This is just a dictionary. This is just an array of dictionaries, but it's the definition is okay. Let's see. This is just an array of dictionary. My cutscene resource definition is. Why is it breaking? It doesn't usually work this badly. Ugh. Cutscene resource definition is more complex. Complex. We're missing. So string, name, description. This is just an array of dictionary for the frames, but my cutscene resource definition is much more complex. Where's the ID, name, description? That's it. Like, try again. Is this right now? Let's see. Okay, prologue, introductory cutscene. Okay, frames. Thank you. Like, what was it thinking with this that it gave me here? It didn't even classify this as frames. Like, what the? I hope it's got it right. I should be paying more attention to this. What is this? Like, why is that? Let's just clear. Can we go over here and clear that too? I know I have so many errors and issues. That's okay though. I was really hoping people would join me today. Let's update this guy. Again, over here. Took multiple tries to get something that actually contained the data I wanted. Even then, it wasn't in the right format. I'm very I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Okay. Does this match with prologue? So let's actually take this again. Let's drop this into Notepad. No, let's actually compare prologue to this. So let's look. Okay. Da 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 da. Cutscene sequences, array dictionary. And that's fine. That's what we expect. So our frame, music track, dialogue text, character name, background image path, animation on self, player background animation, hide dialogue box, wait for animation, auto advance, show character right. Okay. Music scene background. Okay. I think this is good. I think this looks accurate. And like the rest of them don't really matter so much. Like text is the text. As long as it's dialogue text, whatever, we're good. All of that should be good. Okay, so we've got the cutscene. Excellent. Now comes the. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. You know what? Let me add. It was really frustrating. Easy part. Like seriously, once I add the resource definition and boop and JSON file to load, had to dive into my data manager. Oh boy. Okay, this is no fun. Data manager time. So, first things first. Data manager. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so not NPC data path. Let's say cutscene. Right? Cutscenes. So we got cutscenes, data, plural. Cutscene data path, cutscenes, plural. NPC data path, NPCs. Okay. So we're good there. So next we need a new one of these. And this is not NPC, this is cutscene. Nope, I'm doing it wrong. Cutscene definition. Yes, okay, perfect. Good, good. Okay. So now we need to do this. Whoop. And instead of NPC data path, it is cutscene data path. And we are loading cutscene data. Okay. And then we go down in here and we need to keep going. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. Load item definitions. Load JSON data. Okay, here we go. Left target dict equals cutscene data. Go, go, go. Oops. So process underscore cutscene underscore data. Where's data? Cool. Okay. So now we need to process cutscene data, which we'll get there. Start there. Func process cutscene data. And we're just going to add this onto the end here. Right? Okay, so that P data, right? I think we're okay there. Okay, so we process cutscene data. That's fine. We also need our um our other helper function here, load item definitions, right? Save you. Oh no, this is different. Okay. We do need the get quest definition, get dialogue definition. Okay, so this guy, we will this function retrieves cut scene data by its get cut scene cut scene cut scene if cut scene has cut scene return cut scene get cut scene cut cut scene cut scene. Okay, so this is not a placeholder. This is just, I mean, they all say placeholder, but they're not placeholders. They just work. Oh, it's fine. NPC, dialogue, quest, cutscene. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. All these comments, they're all garbage. So what I'm missing now is the actual iteration. Let's make sure I haven't broken anything yet, shall we? Let's just load her up. I did. What's the problem? JSON data. Invalid assignment of property key ID with string type string. So what? Okay. I'm gonna have to ask Gemini about this one. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let's start. Okay, I have modified the a GD script file and caused an error. Okay, let's start with the script file itself. The data manager is the problem because that's all I've done. So let's open up the data manager here. Okay. Okay. modified the data manager to add loading of cutscene data. It's possible this may be due to an incomplete script and cutscene data, although at the moment it is just a placeholder, as I haven't built out the functionality completely yet. It's possible the error is related to the incomplete status of the modifications. Okay. So I'm attaching data manager script, which is where the error is occurring. Image. Hey, let's go pop open this guy. Let's get this guy. Invalid. Doop. Okay, copy. Paste. Data manager. And let's grab that resource definition again, just to make sure. Okay. Data manager. The data is loading. JSON file and the format and then the resource definition. Cutscene definition. Okay. So cutscenes, right? Cutscenes looks okay. And let's go back here. Okay. Data manager. Okay. All right, let's see what it tells me here. I'm troubleshooting because I made change. This is what happens when I make the change. Okay. Function is designed to handle JSON files that contain a root of array. Function user process, blah, 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 blah. Correctly identifies the root of the dictionary and then tries to iterate the dictionary keys. Assignment, da, da, da. Case. Okay, so of course. So that's all I got to do? Okay, let's stop. Let's go back. Do that. Save that. Hit play. And it doesn't break. Okay. I don't know why Gemini's been having so much trouble today with just this one simple task. It's amazing. Okay. So it's still working. We're still working here. Everything is working, loading okay. Good. Okay. Alright, let's quit. Get out of here. Okay. So now that we've gotten that far, okay, let's oh my goodness, let's just go ahead and I did the modifications myself at first. Just some placeholders, variables, but not the real data loading. Of course, I had to test it. Before I actually jumped into loading the data itself. And of course it was broken. It was broken thanks to Gemini. Still Gemini not getting the JSON format correct. This every I really don't understand why it's having so much trouble. I really don't. I've done this before. Something like this a number of times. Times with quests, dialogues. But eventually that got figured out, and it was finally time to load the data. Oh boy, now comes the hard part. Okay. Can you please, will you? Okay. Excellent. Can you now please output just um just the okay. Okay. You now please build and output the okay, we're looking for the data manager. And this is get cutscene. No, not get cutscene. It is process cutscene data. Scene data. I'm just gonna data function replacing the placeholder pass with a function that is similar to the other process functions to load the data from the JSON into the cutscene definition. It's not going to work. It always gets this one wrong the first time. Okay. See what she does. Let's look it over first. So we have cutscene dick ID. Okay, data has push warning. Huh. New cutscene ID. New cutscene frames, and then we go through the frames. Hopefully this works. All right, so I feel like this may not work. I fear that this may not work right. Yeah, as I said, this never works the first time. So I think I know what's going to go wrong here. Inside of frames, we have oh, it's not typed. But inside of here we have typed data. So I'm afraid, okay, it's not going to work. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we try to load it in here. That's fine. So data manager, process cutscene. In you go. Save it and see how broken it is. Uh-oh. Had an error too. What was that? Output? It is impossible to something? No? Anyway, yeah. I knew this is always it. Okay. Alright. I need my doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. Okay. Something isn't quite right. I told you it wasn't gonna work. This is always the same error here. For some reason. Unfortunately, I get the attached error when trying to execute that function. So yeah, please, please direct me on how to correct it. Mm-hmm. JSON file is correct. This is exact same thing every time. Okay. This is okay. This is exactly the same error every time because of the way it works. And every time it fails the same exact way. I knew it was going to break. Because it always gets that right. Let's see if we can you remember that for the future, Gemini? I mean, come on. Okay. Now we're going to work. Not going to work. I have. Oh, this is cutscene data. What? Did I do it wrong? Okay. That was the same error. All right. So let's look at this again. Let's hit play again. Let's see. Okay. Specifically, it says frames, p frames, frames. P frames is an array. Should it be array dictionary? Is it possible? I don't know. I am still okay. So I'm gonna start a new window. Okay. Patched error in Godot. Start there. Take a new one. Patched error in Godot from my cutscene definition script. Right? Okay. So let's take this. Grab our cutscene definition. And I don't need the cutscene player yet. I don't need prologue anymore. I do want the data manager. Cutscenes, JSON data. Okay. 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 From my cutscene definition script. So I need this, this, and that. Definition specifically underscore init specific. The final line. The final line. Frames. When loading my cutscenes.json file using my data manager. Can you help me figure out the source of the issue and solve it? And we're going to go back to Canvas because if we don't use Canvas, Gemini sucks for this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. As a typed export variable, frames or a dictionary. However, when you create the new instance, solution. Most straightforward way to solve this is to ensure that the init constructor function. Okay, so primary changes in the definition. So we'll start with the definition here. Right. Okay. Stop you. We're gonna go to cutscene definition. Whoop. Okay, so that's a start. We got array dictionary. What change data manager to pass cutscene dict values. Okay. All right. Let's make sure my diff checker tells me that it didn't make other weird modifications. It shouldn't have, but Gemini just loves to mess with comments that are unrelated to anything that it's doing. Here we go. Like that. Why did it do this? Like it just deleted that line. Why would you do that? What the hell? It's just like I'm just going to drop this entirely huge important piece of code right here. Wow. Um Process cutscene. Yeah, I'm just going to take the process cutscene data from here. Can you explain? Let's ask. Let's use this, but also ask where new quest def objectives went. Typed objectives. Like the only thing it did was delete this. It didn't move it. Like, can you explain why you removed? Like, what in the world? But we're not even going to do that. We're going to take. Can we find? I'm looking for cutscene, right? Cutscene, not that cutscene. Process cutscene data. I want this entire thing. That seems much shorter than it was. It's like 423 all the way down to 4. Yeah, like that's fine. I mean, the difference is we're passing the data directly to it instead of doing something ahead of time. So let's see what this does for me here. I hope I didn't just break everything. I probably broke everything even worse. Nope. Because I did take what you gave me both for the cutscene definition and the process cutscene data and process cutscene data function and put them into place, but get a new error. This shouldn't be so difficult. Like, it shouldn't be removing things and functions that's not related to anything it's doing. Yeah. Non-existent duplicate function. Duplicate and base array is a different issue entirely. That's what I'm getting? What in the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's not the error at all. What is going I don't understand what's going on here, but Gemini is really broken today. Not factually correct. Like this is all bad. Okay. No, I'm done with you. I'm done with this is okay, I might have to stop for today once I get this loading because like whatever they've done misidentified the error. No, that's still all. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let's start over. Let's start over. Okay, let's take this guy. Actually, you know what? Let us actually start over. Starting over. Okay. Let me look at my cutscene definition here and how this works compared to my other definitions because it's my own fault. Yeah, so this is conditional greetings array dictionary. Cutscenes. This is cutscene definition. This is array dictionary. That is fine. So we look at the item definition, similar thing, right? It's just dictionary. Oh, modifiers dictionary. Doobie doop. Oh, we've got a thingy there. Why? Okay, so this array dictionary. Let's look at item, not dictionary, but we want array dictionary. So this one doesn't have an array dictionary. This one, on the other hand, does have array dictionary. Okay, that's fine. Okay, okay, okay. So let's stop you. Let's make sure everything looks okay here still again, and it's working okay. Nothing's broken. That's fine. Okay. All right, let's start over. Let us start over again. This is wow. I don't understand. Like let me make more notes here of the data. And again, I kept running into issues. I kept running into issues. There I knew up front that the data processing going to take a couple of tries. Every time done this before, it always ends up with some data type mismatching. Breaks the game. It's usually really easy. Screen clipping? Clipping. Screen clipping. This time, it couldn't. Somehow, it was getting completely incorrect information from the image. So the error. I don't know. Okay. I had to just drop that chat instance and start over fresh, building a new data loader. Okay, maybe I should do this on my own here. Maybe I should actually look at the existing functions and see how they work. Because like it should almost be exactly the same, right? Like if we literally we just copy an existing process, yeah, loaded count. Okay, I don't. I again, this is why I use Gemini to help me with this because so my own brain doesn't work properly for me. Sorry, breakfast time for me. Okay, I think I'm just going to take it and I'm going to build it out myself and see how it works. Right? So we're going to start here, var loaded count, and we're not NPC data, it's cutscene. Cutscene data in, okay. Cutscene. 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 New cutscene. Def, and this is cutscene. Definition new. Okay. So now I have to be careful to actually pay attention to my cutscene definition, right? So we have cutscene ID, right? Okay. Name, right? We have name, ID, name. Description, yeah, we have description, so that's fine. Yeah, description. Okay. Oh, I got to look at this right too. So we have ID, we have name, we have description, and then we have frames. That's it. ID, name, description, frames. ID, name, description, frames. Okay. Get frames, right? And that's it. That's all we're asking for is ID, name, description, frames. Except this is not the correct definition anymore. And frames, yeah, okay. And that's really all there is to it. And then here, we need to go cutscene data, new cutscene, cutscene. Okay. Data manager, skipping invalid cutscene entry, missing ID or not a dictionary. Cutscene data. Data manager say loaded cutscene. Count. Okay. That should do it. This get frames, whatever, might be a problem. So I think we'll have to figure this out because this is where things go wrong. Like if we look, let's find the other definition, right? It was dialogue definition here. So it is conditional greeting. That's what we need to look at. Let's look at conditional greeting in our data manager up here for our, yeah, like look at this. Because of these, we have to do some typing and stuff. I should have copied this one instead. Yeah. Okay. But again, right now we have this is what I need to do. I need to go up here like that, I think. Oh, okay. It's not going to work. We're going to hit save. It's not going to work, and it's fine. But we've got it figured out. And there's that thing again. Okay, function base, argument 4 does not have the same element type. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We need to stop. Okay, you know what? I can do this without using Gemini to do this because I have all of it already up here, right? All I got to do is go from raw to normal, right? Because and again, the only one that matters is frames, right? So we can, instead of just going blah blah blah, instead of doing frames, we pull frames out. Yeah, we're gonna do this way. We're gonna take this guy. Okay, so first let's take this and let's do. Oh, it's too much. See, this is why I vibe code, because doing it on my own it's too much to keep it going in my brain at one time. All over again. I'm taking this entire thing And I'm replacing my cutscene data like that. And then I'm going to go back through and redo it. Okay. So it's not dialogue data. It is for cutscene data and P data. Okay. So here, if cutscene data is dictionary and cutscene data has ID, cutscene ID equals cutscene data ID. Okay. And so we don't have raw greetings, right? So the first thing we have is an okay. That's fine. Okay, so we're here. This is good. We don't have raw greetings. We have name, right? Var raw name. Dialog data get name. Ooh, not dialog data. So that's that. I don't have to worry. Oh yeah, that's right. Typing. So that's why this is a problem here. This is the PC data is the worst of them because it's so very simple. Quest ID, quest def, ID name. I guess I could literally just do. Oh, you see up here, see every single time. Every one of these was built by Gemini, and every one is different, even when I tell it to do it the same way. Like this one starts our quest definition up here and then adds on to it, where the other one just builds the thing all at once at the end. That's part of my problem. Okay, whatever. Okay. We're not going to use the typed greeting stuff. We're just going to go boop. Okay, so that's fine. Raw name, raw description. Not dialogue, cutscene. And description. Right? Nope, I want to get rid of that. Okay, and then this stuff. Boop. Right? Maybe that's good. Okay, cutscene ID. We get the ID, name, description. So this is where things get hard. Okay. Um, right. We have all three of those, and again, we look at this. We have ID, string, or name, description, and it does say string, so it has to be typed. So how am I typing it as a string here? Somehow. Guess it just treats it like a string no matter what? I don't even know. Name, quest def, name. And it's just assigning it there at the beginning. Dialogue. I'm not looking at dialogue. Oh, I almost made a big boo-boo there. Okay, so conditional greetings. So we're not looking at conditional greetings. We are looking at frames. Raw frames equal cutscene get frames. Okay, and this one is where we have the problem. Typed conditional greeting array dictionary for where do I get this C greeting? Oh, okay, for raw frames. So for frame in raw frames, if frame is dictionary type content typed Frames? Frames? Oh, non-dictionary, entry conditional. Oh, in frames for cutscene ID. Okay, we're all talking points. We don't have anything more beyond frames. That can just go. And then we're not new dialogue def. We are new cutscene def of dialogue cutscene definition. And so this is cutscene ID, right? This is cutscene name. No. Oh, raw name. Raw name, raw description. And typed frames. Cutscene. 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 Skipping invalid cutscene. Entry. Missing ID or not a dictionary. And cutscene data. Data. Successfully loaded and processed. Cutscene. Missions loaded count. Okay. Now I think I've got it on my own. No thanks to Gemini. Hopefully. So let's take a look. Let's load it up here and see how she looks. Okay, no errors there, but let's take a look over here in our data manager and see. There's our cutscene data. And there's prologue introductory. We have our steps full of, oh, look at that. That is amazing. It worked. Ah, it worked. After a lot of fighting, it worked. So what do you think? I mean, again, this is still very new. There's so much that needs to be done, and this is the make it work phase. This is not the make it pretty phase. This is still very early in development, building out the systems and stuff and all that to make things operate properly. There's still a lot of issues in here. Like, I don't even know why. Why am I... What's got me going here? Hold on. Let's see. What is this? Buildings, template. Let's turn off the external walls. Ah! Look at that. I have that stupid little bit there for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I got to redo this whole thing. Okay. Anyway. Again, these are all beginning, very early on in the process. So yeah, okay, let's save and let's quit. Okay, so that is that. And now let me type up the rest of this devlog here. And instead, just did it myself. I had more than enough. Easily written code. In code. Use as a reference. I cannibalized my NPC and what was the other one that I used? Dialogue loading functions to build out cutscene loading. It went off without a hitch. It really did go off without a hitch, surprisingly. But because of how much trouble I've been having with Gemini today. Yep, Gemini today. I decided to stop there. I know I planned on accomplishing more, but I've grown frustrated. with the major errors Gemini is causing. Pausing. The only portion accomplished is actually putting this new cutscene definition to use inside my factored. Put it that way. That way. And I feel like I only got about half of what I wanted done. That's okay though. Still a major accomplishment. I'm very proud. Progress. Okay, so here's what I want to do is I've been liking getting these guys that, and then we'll save you here, save you there, and I'm gonna start putting these guys back in with imagery there like that. Save, save, save. Okay, and I'm gonna take this. Okay, so let's let Gemini know what I've done today. Okay, so all right, success, success, sort of. I'm stopping now for the day. I've accomplished a portion of what I set out to do, but there's still more that hasn't been done. Below text of my devlog for the day, outlines how I planned the day, how things actually went. Bam! All right, so I still have to work on some other things here too. So we're going to do that. We are going to enable comments, save that, and I'm done streaming for today. Unless you've got something you want to say to me over here, or if there's anything you want to do, I think that's about it here. Let's see what Gemini has to say about my devlog for the day. Great to look at your process. Always interested to hear about how whatever. You don't even hear or listen or read or whatever. Anyway, completely understandable. You're frustrated. Sounds like you were building a data-driven system which uses straightforward tasks. In this case, it's derailed by a lot of unexpected errors. The tool is supposed to help, but instead creates more issues. Instead, you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Yep, I successfully created a new resource definition, transposed the data into it, and I personally wrote the actual data loader for it. I mean, I used the existing data loader kit and stuff that was in there, but again, it's pretty simple and straightforward stuff, right? I mean, I understand this stuff. It's just so much easier and faster if Gemini can get it correct for me to use Gemini to do it for me. I'm sure I would be better off using a different tool like Claude or something else. But this is what I'm using. I don't pay to use AI. I don't pay for any services um, unless I have no choice. So I am a cheapskate. All right, let's see what else he said. Huge amount of work in a major architectural preview project. You set yourself up for success in the next session by getting all the data in the usable format and creating tools to load it. The hardest, most functional part of the task is done. No, this is not true. This is absolutely not true. The hardest, I mean, it is definitely a difficult part that we accomplished today, but I think that actually taking, because what I've got to do next time, this is the next session. I've got to take this this cutscene, these things. I have to move them into this cutscene player, and then I have to modify the cutscene player's script to work completely differently with all of these things in here. So it's going to be a big amount of work to actually do this next part. So I really feel like I got about half of what I wanted done accomplished. But anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in anything about what I did here, talking about Godot, talking about coding, gameplay, game design, anything, leave me a message. Let me know you enjoyed this. Hit that like button, whatever you got there. I am all about all the geeky stuff, and I am always happy to share knowledge with anyone. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one, maybe. Bye bye. I think I pushed the button. There we go. Yes, yes, I want to.